Hey guys, it's me.
So I would fold LeBron.
Again. So basically, there's this video I made, just a little bit of a controversial video, which the title wasn't true. I just wanted to get the views, because when you get Larry Bird, you always get the views. That's how it goes, but, basically, I made a video saying that Larry Bird was the most overrated NBA basketball player to ever touch a basketball, and actually, a lot of people a lot of people agree with me, which is surprising, and some people, of course, disagree with me. Okay, but it's so surprising how some people agree with me. But the point is, I'm trying to make is that I hate when people think Larry Bird was underrated, and that point of the video was Larry Bird is no longer underrated. My title will be "Stop the Crap." Larry Bird's nowhere near underrated. He's no longer underrated. See, look. Respect Bird's greatness. Easily a top 10 player of all time. Easily. Easily. You can say, argue he's top 5, okay? I like Bird, my sixth favorite player of all time, you could say, I guess. So, to say that I don't like Bird, I'm a Bird hater, is absolutely incorrect. So, guys, I understand Bird's a great player. Easy top 10. Yeah, easy top 10. If you make a case, top 5 if you want. I might try to stop you a bit, but it's your opinion. I can argue with that, but when people say he's top 3, the GOAT, greatest player to ever touch a basketball, and with all that being said, and people still call him underrated, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. He's underrated. So I just saw a Lakers fan like a year ago comment, might not think, but maybe it's some bullshit comment just to get all the hype that everybody's getting. And he's saying that, well, I'm a long time Laker fan, but there's no other choice. Larry Bird, he is the GOAT. Now I'm thinking, how is a Laker fan gonna think a Celtic player is the GOAT? Now, of course, you can respect a player. I'm not saying you don't respect a player, because I respect people, okay? I don't hate on anyone. I may not be a fan of anyone, but the only person I don't like is, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, yeah, it's just, yeah. I respect people's greatness, and yeah, when people say, when there's a video saying who's the greatest small forward, you're gonna have a lot of people say Larry Bird, Larry Bird, Larry Bird. And I swear to gosh, I can't find just a couple comments saying Larry Bird sucks dick and he's not top 10. And then people say, oh, this is why he's underrated, or that's why, a lot of people don't think he's that great. Well, I mean, just because he's not the top 10 players for some people's comments, that means LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan were all in their eras or all together. Were definitely the most underrated players of all time. If we're gonna count some few mean hate comments in Twitter, fuck Twitter, I hate Twitter. Um, just saying Larry Bird sucks dick or he's overrated, shit like that. Well, that makes you the most overrated or one of the most overrated, the most underrated or one of the most underrated players in NBA history. And what this makes LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan, especially Kobe, does that make them the most underrated players of all time? The most underrated players of all time? Just because they get some mean ass comments saying he's in the top 10, not top 50 or shit like that. Because last time I checked, Burgess just did a few ass mean comments, and that makes you underrated, very underrated. But when it's about LeBron James, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and shit like that, Kareem, Magic, and yeah, Magic was underrated. They're like, oh well, they suck, but they don't count them as underrated. So these players get right now who get all the hate in the world, and they're not underrated. That makes sense. I mean, maybe sometimes they can be underrated because they can get too much hate, but my point is that just so basically when you get that much hate, um, you basically it goes on underrated, but so that means in Burkett's a little bit of the hate. He's one of the most underrated players in NBA history. But since these guys get a little bit more hate, so that means they're definitely the most underrated players. So you're just going back to that nanometer and that logic, then yeah, man, a lot of players we don't appreciate and discuss in these rankings. Yeah, never gonna to be that logic. Now, of course, I respect Bird and LeBron. I mean, I love LeBron; he's my favorite player. But the reason why I respect both of these players at basketball is because they had tough lives. And when LeBron didn't was maybe like he was a bit poor. He was poor. He didn't have a great life. He lived in the hood. Same with Bird. They were living in the hood. They didn't live in great areas. One went in an okay school. They just didn't have enough, and it just wasn't right. So yeah, the one thing that I know if we're having common other than their games is that they had a tough life, and you gotta respect their greatness, and you have to respect their life and how tough it is. And some people still hate on them, Bird and LeBron, but that does not make me just saying that Bird's underrated. Is Bird all that? Probably. I didn't see him play. But that's another thing. When you say I have I'm like that, they're actually your age. They'll ask you who are you, not who are you. They ask you who is your age, and then we're just going to be, and then the number one part is, did you see Larry Bird play? And even if you did see Larry Bird play, and you're going with the same logic of these like quote unquote youngsters, you still get called, well, you didn't see Larry Bird play. Look, I have never seen one person that like has seen Larry Bird play, and I'm a guy who's seen Larry Bird play, and does not have Larry Bird in his top five. There's some great talent, and maybe he was not a fan of Bird, but just they have seen Larry Bird play, and there's some Bird fans, I guess you can say, has seen Larry Bird play, and not as like top tier adults. Jesus Christ, how many times are we gonna say you didn't see Larry Bird play? Why is it always about Larry Bird in the 80s? You know, Magic was in the 80s. You know, Isaiah Thomas. Now, that's the man who's underrated. Gosh, he's underrated a little bit. He's getting a little bit more credit now, but he's a bit underrated, you can say. Just, what the hell? How is Bird underrated? I mean, every now and then, you're gonna get Bird underrated, but Jesus, my guy. I think Bird is definitely top. He's in my top 10. Bird's in my top 10. I won't say where, but he's in my top 10 for sure. Yeah, he's in my top 10. So, and I respect him. He's in my top 10. But does not make me think that Bird is underrated. I'm sorry, he's not underrated. And it's just what it is. So if you guys do agree with me that he's not underrated, leave a like. If you guys don't agree with me, just leave a like. Come on, you cannot be serious thinking Bird's underrated, okay? He's a very complete player. He may be not the most complete because I think that's LeBron James, but he's a very complete player. Clutch play, amazing. IQ, no, off the charts, basically. I'm giving him credit, but like, all these old ass heads, even some people are just giving this man fucking credit every now and then. And now, unfortunately, people call him underrated. No, if anything, he's overrated. You're just talking about how much credit you get, then anything, he's overrated. He's got to be more overrated than underrated because he gets more credit and you get less credit. So, if anything, he's more overrated than underrated. The fact that people have this man as the GOAT and you still have him as underrated is mind blowing. How is someone gonna call you the GOAT and just call you underrated? What? And by the way, why do you call if you don't have Bird as the GOAT or somewhere in that line, and people are gonna call you that man's underrated? What are you gonna do? Call him the GOAT and how? Because he's the one. GOAT is the greatest of all time. It's gonna be tricky. So you have to be, you have to have him as the GOAT or he's underrated. Hell no, that's not the freaking case. If anything, that's how it goes. Look, don't get me wrong. What? How do you have someone as the GOAT and just call you underrated? It's like me calling I'm the greatest player of all time, or one of the greats, or just can call you underrated. Fucking NBA legends give credit to Bird every now and then. I just don't get how he's underrated. I just don't. Call me out that I'm a youngster. I've been watching basketball since 2016. I understand I have not been watching Larry Bird play, but is that the excuse you're gonna give? Are you gonna say that you haven't seen Larry Bird play? What if there's a lot of people who have and does not have the same opinion? Because everyone has different opinions. Remember, I had LeBron surpass Larry Bird as the greatest small forward in NBA history when he won his 2016 NBA championship. And that sounds about right. They both have played 13 seasons, and that's another thing. The Bird fans like, I'll just blame the play. That's another thing. Next video. That's another thing. Yeah, they both played 13 seasons. They both had 3 titles. But the tricky part is that there were not 3 Finals MVPs to Larry Bird's 2. And yes, I know Sender, actually you can say, stole it, but so he got the best player on the team. He averaged more points and had a better impact. So don't at me. So yeah, now 2 Finals MVPs, 3 regular season MVPs. And I understand you can say, yes, he won 3 in a row, and he won 3 MVP. But it's just that, um, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, you can have the competition in this Bird again. Yeah, I'm saying it's closer. It's very close. But like, I want to get all the things milking up, breaking up, all that kind of jazz instead. Shit, LeBron. No one's in a hurry race, but LeBron gets it. And you gotta suck up, Bird stand. It's over. Don't care about his final record. Don't care about his shooting. Don't care about his stats, even though LeBron fans, LeBron stands, even though I am a LeBron fan, can pull up stats too. But at the end of the day, Bird fans do the same thing. So, yeah, I'm Mel. Goodbye. And Bird's not underrated. Never was. No, he was, but yeah, he's not underrated and never will be again. Bye bye. Suck it. I don't care. And Bird's not the GOAT. And he's not in the GOAT position. That's LeBron ever since 2016. Suck it. I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. Bird gets too much credit to get called underrated in the first place. No, he's not underrated anymore. And suck it. It's facts. But either way, I respect both. I respect Bird. I don't get me wrong, I respect him, but no, he's top 10. I have him where Bird haters like me, you can call me, is having to be. But no, I respect Bird. But yeah, that's all, guys. Enjoy the video. And yeah, bye bye. Peace.